So as we know, I had called this complete session like how to promote your Fiverr jigs, like how to get more orders, how to optimize your jigs. Here you can see this session is mostly about Fiverr platform. And in this particular topic, we are going to discuss points like how to optimize your jigs, how to start promoting your jigs using different techniques and tools. So these are the things that we are going to learn today. And if you have any questions or doubts, you can ask me during the session. And whenever you are just joining, make sure that you are on a mute. And when you want to ask something, you can raise your hand and you can ask me anything related to this topic, right? So as you can see, as in my last session, in my earlier session, I had already talked about like how to create your jig, Fiverr jigs, and start selling your services. Like if you want to be a freelancer, you can start creating your Fiverr jig and you can start selling your services. Like if you want to provide your 3D modeling service or some any kind of services like graphics designing, logo designing, or anything. If you like to do that, if you like to earn money from that, those skills, you can do that. And for that, I had already did one of the sessions, and I had already uploaded that video in the YouTube, recorded session in the YouTube, so that you can find in just in chat box right now in the Zoom session. So from there you can have access to the first session I did, like how to create a Fiverr jig. And in this particular session, I'm mostly going to talk about like how to promote your jig, because recently I had grabbed two orders, one order from my new jig and one order from my older jig, and that adds a value of around $500, so for both of the jig. So that is why I thought of why don't I took a session where I will explain you like what are the important points needs to be addressed when you want to promote your jig, you want to grab order on fiverr.com. So it's all start with the 5 tips that I'm going to share today with you, to all of you guys. And as you can see, this is my Fiverr profile where I am hosting 6 different jigs related to AutoCAD, 3D modeling, teaching, 3D printing. So whatever the sort of skills I had, I used to I converted that as a service, that we call it as a jig. And then I used to promote it over here through on the Fiverr. And if someone wants to buy my orders, buy my services, he or she can come onto this platform and buy my services. So this is how I am making, this is one of the way I am making money through fiverr.com. So as you can see, the first thing definitely is to optimize your jig. If you want to promote your jig, you have to optimize your Fiverr jig. And when I say optimize, I mean to say like whenever you are writing a jig, for example, if I will open one of my jig, it's about I will teach Autodesk Fusion 360 basics. And now when I will open my this jig here, you can see that I had means converted this jig, complete jig into 3 basic packages. And the first one is basic, second is standard, and third is premium. And as you can see, I had included different uh, different options in all the 3 packages. Like in the basic, I will give 1 hour session of this much amount, and in standard I will give 3 hours session, and then in premium I will take 5-day workshop on this price. So this jig just got sold. Here you can see I one order already in queue in progress, and it has been sold for the premium package. So this is how I used to make. And the moment I will finish doing all the 5-day workshop, the client will release the payment and I will receive the money. And so I was talking about like how to optimize your jig. So here you can see right now into my jig. This is my cover photo of my jig, where it clearly shows that I will be teaching Autodesk Fusion 360. And so this is the cover image that I had used. So the first 2 important things that you always have to take care of is write a good title about your jig. So whatever the services or whatever the things that you are offering, it must be very clear onto the title itself. Like I will be teach Autodesk Fusion 360 basics. So my title is very much clear about like what I am offering. Then the second thing is like the title image. The image you had to consider an image that is explains what you had written in the title. So as you can see, the image itself explains that I'm teaching Fusion 360, and I will explain you like how to design something inside Fusion 360. So someone is saying sound nahi are here. So guys, can you hear me? Can someone write in the chat box if you can
Yes,
hear me?
yes, yes.
Oh, that's fine. Then definitely he or she has to figure out his mic problem anyway. So here you can see apart from this title image and the title over here, I had also included whenever you will start creating your jig, if you will refer to my old session that is already on the YouTube, you will find that there are three different kind of attachments you can insert into your Zig. The first is definitely the images. Like these three here, you can see these three are images that shows about my work and portfolio. The next thing is you can attach a video also. So here you can see I had also attached a small video of one of the project. I did a small animation inside Fusion 360. So I had included that. So that will also give a good impression to the client. And apart from that, I had also inserted a attachment. It's like a PDF file format. You can say it's a practice exercise kind of thing that I had already also included. So these are the stuffs, all the three file formats I had included inside my jig. And when I had started writing like what is this jig about, I had made sure that I had included uh, all the key points like the important keywords. Like here the important keyword is teach Autodesk Fusion 360. So I tried to include that into my about us about this jig section. Here you can see I had simply written are you eager to master this Fusion 360? Then there is no other option, you had to join this online class on Fiverr and something like that. So these things you can simply create when you had already find your like title. Then these things, this small about us section and the other stuff, you can simply create using the tools, AI tools like Chat GPT or the Google Bard. You just had to ask him, and the tool will create this kind of about us about section for you. Then I had defined field of expertise, like whatever the options inside your jig, you had to select everything. You don't have to leave anything blank, otherwise your jig will not be complete and it will be not well optimized. So this is the first thing. Whenever you are creating your jig, try to include everything. Here you can see in the package itself, I had included all the information, like in the simple package, basic package, what things I will include, and then in the standard, and then in the premium package. And I had made sure that okay, so all of the people, someone has commenting in the chat box that my sound is not clear, network issue aa rahi hai. Is that the problem, guys? Can you please clarify? Or you can hear me thoroughly? Okay, okay, fine. Then the person is having the network problem. Here you can see. So these are the basic information that you must include inside your Zig. I told you, like try to include everything. Try to include all your keywords that are using inside your title and other stuff. So this will what it will do. It will make a good optimized jig for you. Now, so this is the first thing. This is the basic thing. Now the next thing, guys, as you can see, when you had created your first dig, for example, here you can see I had created this first dig, then you will get a big option over here on the top block called share your dig. So it's like sharing any post that we usually see on Facebook, Instagram, or something like that, even on LinkedIn. So when you will click on this option, you will get a link. You can just click on over here to copy your link of your jig, and then you can promote those links or include those links inside your website. For example, if you had a website, as you can see, I already had a website and I had written lots of blog, and I do have lots of traffic over there on my blogs also, because some of my blogs are ranking, some of my keywords are ranking on the internet. I am getting a good amount of organic traffic through that. And what I did, I had written few of the blogs. For example, if you will just uh, look for the top 10 sites for 3D modeling job in 2022, and if you will read this blog, and the moment where you will find the Fiverr option, here you can see this is the Fiverr option. So if you will click on the Fiverr itself, it will just simply drag on to all of my jigs. So what I did, I had backlinked that my jig link onto my blog. So this helps me get some organic traffic through my onto my Fiverr jig. And the Fiverr actually works like when more people will visit onto your Fiverr profile, your jig will start ranking on the top of all the other services for the same category. So you had to bring lots of traffic to your jig that you had created. It's like a page, you can say that it's your page where you had to bring lots of traffic onto it. And the more traffic you will get, the more chances of getting your orders. So the second thing, try to start a blog, start writing about what are the services you are providing. For example, as you can see, I am into 3D modeling and other stuff. So I had created this blog, and I had written lots of blogs related to those stuff, like if any technical difficulty in any software, or if, or about using any command, or about yeah, using AutoCAD and the other stuff. Also about some common topics like how to do 3D printer waste recycling, and the other stuff. So I'm just following all the topics that is near around my needs, and I had started writing blogs, and I try to include my jig links, the jig links that we can got from over here when you had first started your jig. I try to backlink onto that particular blog. So this is the way. Also, if you don't want to create your own blog, what you can do, you can start writing for someone else as well. For example, you can write on LinkedIn also. You can write blog posts, you can write articles, and there also you can integrate your Fiverr jig links, backlink those links. And what it will do, it will help you to bring some organic traffic onto your Fiverr page. So this is the second method that you can get do to optimize your jig, to get more orders for your jig, to promote your jig. Now the third one, guys, the most important one is social media. So social media is really very important, and it really helps. For example, if I will go onto my profile, here you can see, if I will go into my profile, here you can see all these are all my jigs, right? And what I will do, I will just I will just open any of the jig. For example, let's say this one. I will just open this jig, and if I will share this jig link and copy this link of this jig, and will try to open this in Ignito window. So I will not be logged in for that particular jig. And here you can see what it is showing. So here you can see, you can definitely see on the top of the corner over here, it says 86 likes. So these likes really helps to rank your jig, guys. And how to get these likes? Because you cannot definitely like your own jig, but the others people can do, other Fiverr users can do. And why people are going to like your jig? So that is the trick. That is the trick where that helps to rank your jig on the top of the other people jigs. And the way we can do is to utilize the social media platforms. And what are those social media platforms that we can utilize? So definitely the LinkedIn is one of the first social media. So that what you can do, you can just go onto the LinkedIn, and whatever the jigs that you had created, that you had just first launched, just copy the link, go to your LinkedIn, and try to create a post, and try to explain it, try to add some value first about that particular jig. For example, if you had created a jig on this Fusion 360 teaching, then what you can do, you can start writing something about Fusion 360. You can talk about something about Fusion 360, like why Fusion 360 is helpful and how you can contribute to that. Then you can, at the end of that particular thing, you can just paste the link of your Fiverr jig. And so from there, what it will do, some people will just click on this jig links and will come to your jig and will start looking like what you are offering. So this way you can do that. You can promote your jig on LinkedIn. The other social media platforms, like the same you can do for other social media platforms like Instagram, you can do that, and the other stuff. And then the two very important social media for your jig promotion is, the first one is Pinterest. As you can see, people are promoting their jig links. They had created some posts like that. Here you can see in Pinterest, lots of people are coming over onto Pinterest and searching for different kind of ideas and the other stuff. So if you had already listed your post like this, there you can see these are all, someone has listed their post. For example, if someone is looking for a logo design, so he or she will see a post like this on the Pinterest, and if he will click on it, it will directly go on to that particular person's profile. Here you can see, so he has just created a pin on the Pinterest about its jig. So this way, what he is doing, the first thing, the first benefit he is getting is he is getting a backlink for its page, that Fiverr page. And the second thing, he or she will able to get a organic traffic to his jig. For example, if I will click on this one, here you can see this is the Fiverr pin someone has created. And if I will click on over here, and you can see for the 3D modeling services itself, this person has completed almost 279 orders. And here you can see how much costly premium packages he is offering. So this way, here you can see the 4 orders are still in queue. So he has already 4 orders in progress. So the person is doing great just because he has completely optimized his jig. He is following the right method to promote his jig. So this is one of the way you can completely use Pinterest. And if you want to learn how to create pins like this, it's very simple, guys. You can just go onto YouTube and search. There are multiple videos that will help you guide to create amazing pins that will be eye-catching and also clickable. If someone is seeing these kind of pins on the Pinterest. So this is one of the platform. The second platform that I highly recommend for your jig promotion is Facebook. So if you have a Facebook account, you are lucky, guys. If you had an old Facebook account, you are already lucky. What you can do, just go onto your home page, and inside just go onto the groups. Just click on the groups, and here you have to search for the groups, like write Fiverr promotion. Here you can see, the moment I will search, I will write Fiverr promotion, and here you can see there are multiple groups. If I will just write Fiverr, see, there are multiple groups that is there, and all the groups you can see there are more than 245k members or 21k members. So there are multiple groups like this. So you have to look for the Fiverr jig promotion, such kind of group. So when you will open that group, here you can see, since I'm not joined into this group, I will just go back and check if I had joined any of the groups similar to that. Just give me a second. Yeah, so here you can see this is one of the group that I had already joined, and it has more than, I'm not so sure, but it has more than 200k members. Yes. Yeah, here you can see it's more than 140k members. So more than, I'm not sure it's a 10 lakh or 1 lakh, but that much amount of member it has. And if I will go into the discussion forum, here you can see what people are doing. People are pasting their jig links. People are pasting their jigs that they had created on the Fiverr. And what they are doing, they are exchanging the likes. For example, if I had pasted my Fiverr jig link, what I will do, I will go on. If someone is already on the group, he or she will get notification, and if he or he is interested to share the likes, what it will do, they will open my jig like this. Here you can see they will click on this like icon. Here you can see I had liked his particular thing. Then I will make a screenshot and I will share in the chat box like I had liked your jig, or else what I will do, I will send this person a message like I had liked your jig, now it's your turn. So this way, it in the beginning, maybe it will take some time. For example, for one particular like or two particular like, you will get some, it will take some time. But when you will have certain amount of likes onto your jigs, for example, I had shown you like onto my jig, there are lots of like, if let me just move on to my jig. Here you can see, if I had shown you jig, on my jig there are 86 likes. So when you will start getting so many of likes onto your jig just by using this practice, that sharing your jig likes in exchange to someone else like, then your jig will start ranking on the top and you will start getting order. So when I had started Fiverr, I was on the same situation that you are right now. I don't have any idea like how to promote my jig. Then I came across this particular tactics, like just look for the different Fiverr groups and go join the groups. Then you can start sharing the link of your Fiverr, this Fiverr jigs that you had created, and you can ask for the exchange of the likes. So this way, that really helped me to build a good authority for my jigs and helped me to get started. Like when you will get your first order, after that, it will be easy for you to get your second order, third order, something like that. So the first order is really very important. And if you want to rank it, the only way is to start increasing number of likes onto your jig. So these two are the really important methods. The first is Pinterest, and the second is this Fiverr group hack. So these two options that you had to definitely explore to start ranking your jig. Now, so we had utilized social media, and there, apart from these two platforms, there are multiple platforms I told you. but sharing is not going to take lots of time. It will take just 1 or 2 minutes of you if you want to share your jig links or jig links or jigs onto any social media platforms. But try to share as much possible on different platforms. Don't be over excessive. Like if you will keep sharing link on LinkedIn daily your jig links and the other stuff, people will get frustrated by seeing that. So don't do such practices. Try to add some value first, then start sharing your link. Okay. And third is the fourth option is guide cold pitching. So the cold pitching is not very easy when you are just a beginner. Cold pitching is like sending emails to the people. Like if you had certain amount of emails, like if you had collected more than 100,000 emails, you can start sending those email to the your friends or families or your clients, subscribers, and this way you can also promote your zig. So this is one of the method, but this is not a very easy method for all of us that we can follow. But still, when you will get have some good practice, when you had created your blog, you had collected lots of emails of your subscribers, of your audience, then you can also use this particular stuff. You can use any of the bulk email sending softwares like the MailChimp or Sensible or something like that, and you can start sending this stuff like your email. Try sending the emails about your like this is the new service that I started offering, and if you are interested to check it out, you can just check it out like that. So the people will click, people will come onto your Fiverr profile, and that way what it will happen, your Fiverr profile will start boosting and will start ranking on the top of any other services the people are offering. So this is one of the big guys. And the last option is guys use Fiverr promoted jigs. So the Fiverr promoted jig is nothing like it's running an ad that where you had to spend some amount of money to run ads. For example, as we know that in Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, we can run ads and we can promote our contents in the similar manner. On the Fiverr also you can promote your content. So here you can see if you want to promote your contents, you can just come onto this page, you can create your first ad, and these contents will not going to rank on any other platform. They are going to only rank on the Fiverr itself. For example, if you will go on to and look for any services, just let me show you like how to check that. So you can see if I will go on to the Fiverr and if I move on to switch to buying, sorry, and if I look for the services, and here you can see some services will be sponsored, and those may be like, for example, if I look for the logo designer, and here you can see the top results that will come on to me will be most chances that those will be like someone has promoted using the Fiverr ads. So like this kind of Fiverr choices, here you can see. So this is definitely a promoted jig that I can see on my desktop on the first icon itself. But before that, we had to make sure that our all the other stuffs like uh, like my title, my image, my videos, my attachments must be really eye-catching. Otherwise, even the people is coming on and seeing my jig, and if those things are not really interesting, the people will not click and all, and not going to check out my packages, the services that we are offering. So this is very really important that first optimize your jig, then if you want, if you can check out this option of promoting your jig onto Fiverr. So in the beginning, when you will start promoting through their platforms, in the beginning they will give you a $10 bonus amount to start your try out this Fiverr promoted jig. I had also not tried this yet, but definitely when I will have some time, like I'm not getting order for so many long time, and definitely I'm going to try this option. But at this moment, organically, I'm getting few orders. So that is already enough for me at this moment. So I'm not going to explore this option. So these are the ways you can try out and explore. So in all these options that I had explained to you, two of out of all these, two are the most important. The first is this Pinterest, and second is the Fiverr group option. So these the two options you had to start exploring from today itself. You had not, if you had not created, if you had not started promoting your Fiverr zig from today itself. And guys, if you are not, if you are watching this complete video or this webinar, and if you had not created a Fiverr account, so the link to create your first Fiverr account, I had just dropped onto the chat box. So you can just guys go and check it out. And so this session was mostly about this particular things that I had talked about. So now it's all about question time. If you have, if you got any questions, even in Hindi, if you want to ask me anything, you can just ask. I'm ready to take any questions from you.